Wow, what an amazing day. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. Sitting in my backyard, just enjoying the day. And I know it's a short notice, but I wanted to get on and talk to you guys about buyers and what's happening with the buyer's agreement. A lot of people don't know what's happening with the buyer's agreement. And I know a lot of people are on, their weekend and they can't get on live right now, but I want to make sure that people know things are changing in the world of real estate. And the reason they're changing is because there's a lot of lawsuits going on with the National Association of Realtors, and we have to take care of it before anything bad goes on. So what we want to do is make sure that everybody's disclosing to the buyers how the buyer's agreements work, why we have buyer's agreements. Hello, everybody. Keep coming on. And, what's happening in the world of real estate, especially for new real estate agents. So for new real estate agents and for agents as opposed to buyers, what you have to know is the buyer's agreement is super important, not just for your buyers, but also for you, to protect you and make sure that everything's done correctly. So in the past, what basically happened was buyer's agents would say, work with me, it's free to work with a buyer. You wanna work with me because it doesn't cost you anything. Well, that's what they call not true. We get paid because the seller signs a listing agreement with the seller's agent, and the seller's agent says, hey, we need to list this property for 5%. Out of that 5%, I will get 3%, and the person who brings me the buyer will get 2%. And so then what's basically happening is the seller is, in a sense, they're saying that the seller's paying for the buyer's agent. But technically on paper, the seller signs an agreement with the seller's agent, and the seller's agent says, out of the money you're paying me, I'm going to pay the buyer's agent this much. Well, effectively what's happening is there's lawsuits because buyers are saying, well, you didn't tell me you were getting paid. Well, I think a lot of buyers think that we work for free. And we don't work for free. No real estate agent works for free. And buyers, you have to understand that your buyer's agent needs to be transparent with you. The whole reason the lawsuits happened with the National Association of Realtors is because buyers felt that their agents were not transparent with them. And when this lawsuit goes through, and I gotta tell you, the way I have this set up, how I'm filming to get the lighting the way I wanted it, an umbrella may come crashing down. So if you see an umbrella fly behind me, that's what happens when you film by yourself on a weekend. So anyway, what you have to make sure if you're a buyer's agent is that you disclose to your buyer how you get paid. Now the buyer's agreement is going to be so that you can sit down and disclose everything with your buyer and make sure that they know, you're not showing them homes for free. You're not representing them for free. It is costing them technically because the seller is going to sell their house for what it's worth, but the seller feels that they're paying for the buyer's agent. Does that make sense? So the buyer's agreement is not legally mandatory right now, but the reason that they're looking at really making it something that CAR requires. CAR is our California Association of Realtors, and the National Association is looking at making it mandatory too. So you've got to stay and pay attention if you're an agent on what you're supposed to be doing to make sure that your clients feel that you were transparent with them and honest, so that they don't feel that they paid more for the house because they're using you. So what's coming up on September 19th, so I believe it's the Tuesday through Friday, is the CAR convention, the CAR conference, which is going to be happening in Anaheim, California. If you are a CAR, put it this way, if you join the board and you have access to the MLS, that means you're able to go to the meetings. And the meetings you want to go to is the meetings on forms, so that you can find out what's happening with the buyer's agreement. And the other interesting meetings that I go to are the legislative meetings to find out what laws are being passed and things that we have to know that's happening for buyers and sellers in California. So if you have any questions or you have anything you want to ask me, feel free to put it in my comments. I do go into my comments and answer my comments, and I let you know how to reach me. I would love it if you'd give me thumbs up and if you would subscribe. And again, ask me any questions that you may have. But best of all, something that's coming up even faster than CAR is if you're not currently an agent, if you're looking to become a real estate agent. So now I see people joining. So if you're joining now, be sure to watch what I talked about earlier, because I was talking about buyer's agreements and buyer's agents. And if you're thinking about becoming a real estate agent, you definitely want to take your 3 classes as soon as possible, because qualifications and the classes that you have to take are changing. However, just because you don't have to take the class before you pass your test, they are adding classes that we have to take as members of the National Association of Realtors. So make sure that whatever you do, oh, you took your test yesterday and you got a 69, that is so close. Get back on and do it again. So all you got to do is make sure, if you have not taken my class, our class starts tomorrow night from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. and I teach you everything that you need to know, not just to pass the state exam, but to understand everything that you need to understand in our business and what you should watch out for. The other thing I teach is how to pass any kind of exam. So Dara, I don't know if you have taken your 3 classes yet, but the best thing you could go, and I'm probably going to give a plug right here, to the Realty Institute. So the Realty Institute is out of San Bernardino, California. The guy's name is Blair Black. He's been selling real estate classes for 100 years, and he's awesome. And what you do is sign up for your 3 classes through him, take your 3 classes, and then look for us at California Real Estate Trainers. Make sure you get California Real Estate Trainers, and you're looking for me, Sharon Butler. And in that class is what you take before you take your state exam, after you take your 3 classes. Now, we do let you take our class several times. So I tell a lot of people, if you don't have your test date yet, take our class and then, hey, how you doing, Ellie? And then take our class, and then when you get your test date, go ahead and take it again. That way you have our materials and you're able to study for your state exam. I am doing amazing. How are you doing? How you doing, right? It was funny because my mom does that all the time. My 92-year-old mom goes, how you doing today? Hi, Ashley, how you doing? And when I said to my mom, I go, Mom, that's something they said on Friends. And she's like, what are you talking about? So I'm going to find her the real, I don't know if I can find it, where Joey says, how you doing? Anyway, Ephraim, how you doing? So I'm glad that you guys could join us. Give me some thumbs up. Definitely see if you can share my information with some of your friends so we can get more subscribers and more comments and more likes. So what I do now in the morning when I wake up is I go straight to my comments. And if you need to get a hold of me and you don't know how to get a hold of me, I write in there how to get a hold of me and all that really amazing stuff. So I already talked earlier on this video about the fact that the buyer's agreement is coming out. And what you have to know as a buyer's agent is how to inform your client on what's happening in the real estate world. Because what's coming up, it's not necessarily that the buyer's going to have to pay for their agent. The buyer has always somewhat paid for the agent. So what they're saying is, because the sales price is higher, that you're paying for the agent. And what the problem is that buyers agents did not disclose to their buyers that they're getting paid. And they always tell people, it says, wait, is the best real estate. Oh, thank you so much. So what happened was buyers agents did not disclose to their clients that I'm getting paid. And so I really want to make sure you guys understand this, because this is the thing. When you're a new real estate agent and you're giving a lot of people a lot of information, what happens is they get the information from you, and then they're not sure if you really know what you're doing because you're brand new. There's a bug. And so what they end up doing is get any information from somebody else, and then they go to you and they're like, hey, you know what, I just wanted to let you know, thank you for all the help, but I bought my home already. And you're like, what? You were supposed to use me. And they're like, well, you weren't getting paid anyways. Well, that's because you didn't disclose it to them. So that's why a lot of new agents lose their clients to somebody else, because they don't disclose to them that, hey, I'm doing this, it's a business, and because of that, I do get paid, but this is how I get paid. So I would buy a house from Sharon. Oh, you're so sweet. But you're going to be an agent, right, Ellie? Did you take your test? I'm trying to see. what you guys are all saying. So I did tell Arlene that I was going to be on, but I really didn't give her a chance to jump in and say, hey. So it says, Tax and Invest. Hello, Sharon. Just started studying for the real estate exam. Started following you and listening to your classes. Thank you very much. So you do taxes and investment strategies. I need to talk to you. Please, please, please put in the comments how I can get a hold of you. Because do you do taxes and investments for companies or individuals? Because as most people know, my brother passed away. I tried to keep his mortgage company going, but I've decided to go ahead and close down his mortgage company and keep my team with me. And so I still have a mortgage team because I've always done real estate mortgages, but it's just too hard for me to keep everything going and to try to get you guys good videos and educate you. So it's easier for me to move my team to another company and not own the company and step back a little bit, because sometimes it's better to step back a little bit so that you can do more for the people who you need to do more for. I do taxes for individual. Oh, I need to talk to you so bad. Where are you located? Please, please, please give me your contact, because Arlene and I are looking for different things that we need to do and different strategies. And I see that yours says taxes and investment strategies. Let's cut a deal. I'll help you, you help me, right? That's how life works. We all help each other so that, guess what? Everybody does good. Because if everybody does good, the whole community does good. And if everybody treated everybody how they want to be treated, you know what? Our world would be a better place. And unfortunately, the other day I treated somebody mean, and I need to apologize, but I don't know how bad I want to do that. San Jose. How close is San Jose to Fresno? Because I have to go to Fresno for an epidural on my back. Everyone deserves help. Exactly. If we could all just help each other. So you guys, I wanted to get on here and make sure you know that tomorrow night we start the 4-day exam prep. And the exam prep not only helps you, I want to work under you as a broker once I'm licensed. Ashley, you're so bold. I love it. Where are you located? Because I just took on, we have 4 new agents with us that we're going to be training. I can do 3 and Arlene can do 3 at a time. That's the most we can do at a time. So I want to find out, Ashley, when your license is going to be ready. The other thing I want to mention is that my boot camp that I've wanted to do forever is going to happen next year when I'm president of the board of Tri-Counties Board of Realties. Ashley, you're all the way in Oakland. I do have somebody that I'm working with that's up in Concord. I think that's pretty close up there. I'll train you, Miss Sharon. You guys are so cool. Anyway, I'm going to get going. I'm going to go on Instagram and TikTok and talk about our class, because we need to get that class packed up so we can help everybody who wants to pass their California real estate exam. We start tomorrow night sharp at 6 o'clock. Yes, I can train any of you. So even if you're not close by us, we do coaching. All you do is go to our website and sign up for the coaching. It's super inexpensive. We do it by the half hour unless you want to join our team. So we will do everything we can to help you and to help you succeed in real estate. So Carla's asking how much? How much is the class or how much is the coaching? So if you text me, I will send you the link to the class. So the class is $229, but it is 4 days, 16 hours, and you can take it as many times as you need to pass the state exam. Most people take it anywhere. People actually take our class and they pass the first time. Okay, those are people who have not studied other people's stuff. Okay, so if you studied other people's stuff, especially other people that are online that do not teach California, then you're going to have a problem passing the test, because they're not giving out you enough information to pass the California real estate exam. So what you have to understand is there's a national real estate exam and there's a California real estate exam. The national exam is like mortgage people do. Mortgage people do a national exam and then they take a short class that's for their state. It's state specific. But in California, we don't do that. Other states do the national exam. In California, we do the California real estate exam. And if you're taking anybody's class that is not California specific, you will have a very difficult time passing the state exam. So what I need to know is, what have you already studied? So most people that just study with us go ahead and pass on the first time. What we allow you to do is take, if you're signed up to take the state exam, go ahead and take our class, and then right before you take the state exam, take it again, because there's no extra charge. So we had one lady that English was her 5th language, and she took our class, started taking it in January. She felt comfortable enough to take the exam in March, so January, February, March. English was, like I said, her 5th language. She passed on the first time with our information. You don't have that kind of money. The problem when people say they don't have that kind of money is what you have to think about, because sometimes I think about stuff about how much things cost, and I'm like, okay, I'll pay this much for this, but I won't pay this much for this. And it's all in what you're paying for. And when you're taking a class that is going to help you pass the state exam and you're going to start a career, you're investing in yourself. So would you pay $229? What would you pay $229 for that's going to make you money and give you a career for the rest of your life? I'm going to have to pick up some shifts at your hotel you work at. Well, pick up some shifts. We're going to be teaching forever. We're not going anywhere. We're here to help everybody. And really, seriously, you got to invest in yourself, because you know what? After you pay $229 and you pass the state exam, you got to pay for your license. You got to pay for your MLS. There's so many things that you have to pay for to get in this business. It's not free to get into real estate. And it's an amazing career. Of course, you're very welcome. It's an amazing career, and you can do, the thing is it's not a career that everybody thinks that they're just going to take a class and start doing real estate and make a ton of money. And that's not what this is about. It's about helping people and building a business and building relationships. So I just wanted to share that with you, because today was so beautiful. I couldn't help but get outside and get on live and get you guys to get some information. So please, 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 it's held for message review. I hate when that happens because I never know what it says. So Arlene's in there typing. Please visit our website. We're here to help everybody, not just get into real estate, but if you have questions on becoming a mortgage loan officer, if you have questions about buying or selling, who better to buy through with people that I'm coaching? I mean, literally, when buyers come through us, if they're game for it, we'll let our students follow through, and we videotape a lot of stuff. It's up to our clients. If they don't want to be videotaped, if they don't want anybody to know their business, of course, we're not going to share their business. But if our clients are like, hey, do my walkthrough with me, or hey, videotape when you're pre-qualifying us, whatever people want to do, we want to help people invest and become wealthy, because the only way to build wealth is through real estate. So follow me where you can. I'm going to TikTok and Instagram now, and I look forward to seeing you in our class and helping you with all your real estate needs. Have a great rest of your day.